To be honest, I liked every camera that I had. First, I got a Sony camcorder in 2019, around that time. I thought it was cool, but it really wasn't, so I sold it. And then I got a Sony a5100, which was a really compact mirrorless camera from Sony with 16 to 50mm lens. The quality was really good for that time. Well, just 5 years ago, but the camera was made in 2014, I believe. And I bought Canon 250D DSLR. I have no idea why after a mirrorless camera I bought a DSLR. It was bulky, it was huge. Like half of my backpack was filled with that camera and 2 lenses that I had with it. But then 2023 came and I had my Interrail trip planned, and I was like, if I want to bring my cameras, or at least, well, I would bring Canon camera because I had 2 lenses, so I have more reach, I have more options. I was like, no, I really don't want to do it. So I sold my Sony and I sold my Canon. So I got this Fujifilm X Pro 2 with a 23mm f2 prime lens. And this is the camera that saved me. Since I always loved small minimalist cameras, gear acquisition syndrome probably I would say. So after I sold both of my cameras, I was looking for another camera. What am I going to buy? But then I saw a lot of Fujifilm photos with the film simulations, and I love them because I hate editing photos. Yeah, that's how I got into the Fuji X Pro 2, because I was like, okay, I'm going to spend a lot of money on this camera. For me it was a lot of money. I spent around 1100 euros for this setup, and I thought it would be better to just get older flagship camera, Fuji X Pro 2. And then I took this camera to my Interrail trip. I visited Germany, Switzerland, Italy. I was shocked what this camera is capable of. And I also didn't have to think about what focal length am I going to use or just fiddle around with the settings, because I set my simulations before the trip. I took the photos, I exported them, done. Some photos I adjusted a little, but not that I had to, because they were still good, but I just like, okay, this just took me maybe 30 seconds. And now I carry this camera with me almost every day, because why not? It's small, it's quite heavy because it's full metal, but it's water resistant. And since I now live in the Netherlands, it rains here a lot, I can confirm, so weather resistant camera is a must if you want to take pictures in the rain, which I love to, because when the conditions are worse, the pictures are the best. So if you also want a camera that will save you, get a camera that you really love. You love the looks, you love the photos that come out of it, not edited photos, because like everybody can edit photos. This camera saved me mostly because of the looks and the feel, how this camera handles, because this is a tank. It has beautiful dials, which I love. I love just fiddling around with the dials. You always know what settings did you set up. Also, if you get an original Fujifilm lenses, you will get the aperture ring with a beautiful sound as well. And overall, you have everything in this camera. And the OVF is really nice. I love the look of it. And actually the usefulness. I've never used EVF in this camera. Just the OVF with lines, and boom, you snap the photo and the photo is beautiful. This is what Fujifilm does.